Good morning. Hi. This morning, I know Marsha is on already. It is a beautiful morning in Oklahoma. Thank you for texting me today. So lovely to be here, see you all. I am a few minutes early. I thought to come online and set up and begin to meditate. I am using all the props today, strap for sure, and 2 blocks. The oil that I am using is lavender, and you may apply the lavender oil, to put a couple of drops in your palm and apply it to the heart, apply to the back of the neck, breathe it, and you can even apply to the abdomen, your feet. Wonderful. So we shall wait for another couple of minutes and then we'll officially start class. We will begin on our backs and we can lie on our blocks. But perhaps at this time, just have a seat and I will guide everyone into good morning, Christy. Christy's here too. Hi. I'm so glad that you're here. And I'm so excited for another day. I've got the windows open. It's nice and sunny. But if you're in your closet, don't feel bad, okay? Because you will have the rest of the day to go and enjoy the beautiful sun. This is a good time to just take a couple of hours or an hour in a cocooning, to live, inside of yourself, to check in and then go back into the world. It's all okay. So let's go ahead and have a seat and center ourselves. I am already going to use blocks. And so we will use our blocks. We use our strap, mat, bolster, the whole thing. I will begin by sitting on my bolster to center. So you may also join me like so. And I keep checking my phone the first few minutes. Good morning. Linda is here, I believe. Yeah, good. Haven't heard from you for a few days. So nice. Perfect. Aw. Marsha's kitty is on her mat. Like, excuse me. All right. You know what? As I talk with you, I just remembered I never got my AirPods, and I think the sound is better that way. So I think they're already connected. Forgive me. Let me just double check. It's always something, So I got it all taken care of now. Let me check it with this. So this morning, okay. I don't know if that made any difference. Hopefully the sound is better this way. Sabrina made it too. Good morning. She went and dropped off the car for repairs. Good job. A minute before. Fantastic. From Colorado. This morning I wanted to talk to you all and have a class for focusing on opening the sacred heart. Why do we call it sacred heart? According to yoga history and philosophy and the chakra system, the main energy wheels, it is said that the heart has the right heart, the left heart, the center heart, the sacred heart, and the lower heart, or I guess you can say like the bottom of the heart. The energy that resides in the heart, it may get blocked, it may get covered up with whatever. If we go through, life happens, right? And through the yoga practices, through the meditation, the visualization, which it's under the meditation, through dharana, concentration, and the asanas, the yoga poses, and setting the intention, the sankalpa, we may open the sacred heart, meaning the energy that resides in the original heart. is so powerful. It's the light of our own soul. It is said that our souls reside in the heart, and that's what we are talking about with the sacred heart. Anything in the world, in the universe, can be diffused into your love and light through the practices of yoga. So visualize, so you can already lift the elbows, reach the arms alongside you, however, out and up. Feel underneath the left, the right side of the heart. As you exhale, releasing the arms, and then put your hands on your laps, palms up or down. You can connect the index and your thumbs together. And as you breathe here in this way, we want to open the sacred heart this morning. We want that light to shine through, to burn off, to diffuse, to melt away all the layers, the blockages, the walls that we have had to infuse or to manufacture in our hearts, because had our hearts broken. We've had sad things that we've had to endure, and so this morning is about opening the sacred heart, not just because. The reason why I like to encourage you to set the intention for that is because when you open your heart, when you open the sacred heart, you help your families and your loved ones. You'll help your pets. The energy of the heart, the sacred heart, travels so deeply. We cannot contain it within our own bodies because it travels everywhere. The power of our choice and the power of our actions and words and our energy, our yogic practices is so such that we cannot contain the consequences, the aftermath, the power of them after we make such choices, So without further talk, I want to bring to your attention the fact that most of our challenges and growth and inner work, correct me if I'm wrong, but comes from some really difficult situations in our personal relationships. It could be with our family members, our children, even our grandkids, our parents, our grandparents, our siblings, our partners, life partners. And then so when those relationships are strained or challenged or hurtful or confusing or not so flowing harmoniously, we suffer greatly because we care about them. And that is the essence of karma. The karma is carried through lifelines, and it shows up in personal relationships. People you don't know, they can't hurt you really, unless they, something like drastic. But our loved ones can really hurt our feelings, if they just say something that like has an undertone of like a, betrayal or like a negative language or whatever. Also, I wanted to, good morning, Janice joined us. I'm so glad you're here. Oh, Rebecca, hi. I was going to call you had I not heard from you this morning, wondering where you are. I haven't heard back in a few days. So keep the thumbs and your index fingers together. Breathe into your belly. And the conclusion of what I've been just talking about this morning is that whatever that you experience in your personal relationships right now, you may have a child that's looking for peace within herself. Maybe a child is not talking to you a few days. Maybe a child is going through something difficult. Maybe your partner is going through something and they can't share it with you. Or if they do, there's nothing you can do about it. Maybe you feel alone in a certain relationship. So all that to say, first of all, I hope that you're going through only harmonious relationships at this time. However, what is really the essence of all this inner turmoil, conflict, or confusion, whatever, is because we are growing because of the relationships. Our souls attract these relationships to us, it is said, so that we can grow, because we're being mirrored at. So when something you perceive and feel inside, know that you have that inside of you. When someone makes you feel that way, it's already been there. It just awakens. So the suffering is a choice. So this morning, I wanted to invite you all, each and every one of you, to sit before your own divine essence, the higher part of you, the higher power of the source within you, the divine creator. If you are any religion background, I better not even start mentioning, because I get confused and I'll forget to mention a faith. I know me by now, but all spiritual practices, all religions, they're all perfect and equal, and pretty much invite you to grow inside and be a best human being that you can be, and to reach higher levels of consciousness. So allow yourself this morning to make a choice, like such as, even though such and such and such, even though I just feel alone, or I don't feel supported, or I feel hurt, or whatever, even though I am willing to look inside myself to grow from this. I'm willing to learn from this. How do I contribute to this? Which part of it is mine? How am I responsible? How can I be differently? How can I look at it differently, so that I may have more clarity? Because to love, or rather to understand, is to love. So when you understand yourself, there's a higher chance of you understanding others. And when you understand them, that means you love them. You care about them to understand them. So when you sit in yoga, closing the eyes and breathing into the belly and being still, these are perfect moments for you to understand yourself. When you understand the breath, when you learn to regulate your breath, then you can regulate your mind and understand, rather than be confused. When you sit and get familiar with your breath, when your body is relaxed, your body holds and contains prana, more life force, therefore more clarity. More peace, more understanding. So allow today be a dedication of your practice to your loved ones. Maybe just for love of humanity. If all of your relationships are going just perfectly harmonious, then dedicate this practice to humanity, for being that higher consciousness channel of light in the world. Let your homes illuminate with the light of understanding, compassion, and growth, rather than suffering and confusion and pain and sorrow. So this morning, let's have faith and trust that all that is going on in our lives is happening so that we may have something to work on, to grow by, to understand deeper, to become a better person because of. That is the essence of yoga, with a capital Y. So let us all take a deep breath in together. Exhale with a sigh. And then slip your hands together by your heart. Gently, deeply bow to yourself. Thank yourself for having yoga, for disciplining yourself to come and be on your yoga mat, to be with everybody else here, to really want to be proactive, to change, to transform, to heal, so that you can help your loved ones heal. That's just the way it works, you know? So when you come up, let us already start by using our props and in such a way. You may put your bolsters this way, like across your mat. Take your 2 blocks. I trust that you all have your props. Again, cleverly replace whatever you don't have. Like if you don't have blocks, then you can use your like a big pillow under your back. So we want to sit facing the bolster, and then as you face the bolster, put the block this way, like a shape of a narrow rectangle. This will go along your spine and your upper back behind you. So when you roll back, it is not going to cut into your lower back. It's your upper middle back, and some part of it is sticking out from your upper back. Slip the second one under your head in such a height that your chin is dropping and your chin is not sticking up. And then slide your shoulder blades into the blocks. You can reach the arms above your head, or you can just simply rest over your blocks and allow your body to just release all tension and tightness. Okay, but Rebecca, I will read it later. And then your whole chest may feel really open, but I want to suggest that I hate when other yoga teachers tell me, I want you to do this. I'm like, I don't want to do what you want me to do. I want to do what I want to do. So what I'm trying to say is like, why don't you try reaching those arms overhead and stretch underneath side of your arms. You can grab an opposite wrist or elbow. Leave the arms above your head, and your legs are resting comfortably on your bolster. And as you keep your buttocks on the floor, take another few deep breaths. Let all the intention go. We know in our own psyche that why we are practicing our yoga this morning, because we want to have an easier life. We want to live a life without suffering, without being in pain, mentally or physically, emotionally. We want to be easy, live easily in our bodies. So that already established, bring your attention to the breath. And the breath, mind you, has to go into the belly, not into the chest. If you are the chest breather, know that you are part of the billions and billions of other people on the planet that have never, ever been taught to breathe. So I had a private session yesterday on Zoom with a sweet 34-year-old girl. And I was teaching her the belly breathing, diaphragmatic breathing. And I said, has anyone, and she was doing the reverse breathing into the chest, not the belly first. And I said, no, listen. And then I was showing her, and she's like, what? And I'm like, yeah, well, no one has anyone taught you to breathe before? She said, no, they just probably looked at me and thought, well, she's alive, so she's breathing on her own. And that's pretty much all humanities, right? Humans, most cultures, especially in the West, we're not taught to breathe properly. And we wonder why we have so much anxiety in our cultures. So, is your back hurting? If your back is hurting because of the block, you got your block in the wrong way. So, tweak it. You can come up a little bit and then adjust it. Make sure it's right in between your shoulder blades, alongside your spine. If it's sideways or crooked or something, and then you tweak it. Make sure the second block is allowing your body to be comfortable, shoulder blades down. Now, I'm going to guide us in some breathing techniques together just to synchronize our breaths. And when we do that, I need you to help me have our circuit or the energy connection as a group together in a very, very dynamic way, flowing like as I'm like singing the singing bowl or something. So we want that energy to flow through us, around us, and inside of our gathering. Space and time doesn't matter, okay? Distance doesn't matter. Just think about visualization of you doing your part. That means you focus, you concentrate, and you synchronize your breaths, your breath with us, and all the rest will take care of itself. It's a beautiful practice yogis have done forever. And so you want to be a part of this beautiful, harmonious gathering to feel uplifted the whole day. And so with that, as you allow your whole body to relax, shift your attention to the navel center. Now begin to inhale, let the belly button rise out and up, and then your rib cage. And then hold the breath for a moment. Exhale it slow and easily through the nose until all the breath is gone. Inhale through the nose, big belly. Exhale through the mouth, slow and steady. Again, inhale. Exhale through the mouth until the whole breath is gone. Again, inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth, slow and steady. One more just like that. Inhale. Exhale all the way through the mouth. One more. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Breathing in through the nose for a count of 1, 2, 3, 4, at your own rhythm, and then hold the breath. Now, as you exhale through the mouth, pretend you have a straw that's sticking out of your mouth, and so breathe out through the straw, slow and steady. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the straw. Keep going at your own pace until I ask you to stop. Relax your shoulders. Relax your face. Keep going. Concentrate. Stay absorbed. Concentrate on your breath. Take your time. Exhale all the way out. And then hold your breath out for just a moment. Bring your focus to the point between your eyebrows. And then begin to inhale, slow and steady. Inhale till the breath is full. And then hold your breath out. focusing on the point between the eyebrows for just a moment. And then exhale through the straw, full, steady and slow. Make sure the breath is completely gone. Hold the breath out. Focus on the brow center. And then let go and breathe normally. Notice if you can feel the tingle, the sensations, the pulsations of the breath anywhere through the body. Maybe you can feel it in your chest, your head, maybe even your arms. And now begin to reach the arms above your head, sorry. And then bend your knees one by one. Reach those arms, reach. And then bring in the arms alongside you. Put your feet on your bolsters and then put the soles of your feet together. Let the knees open out. You can massage your thighs. You can put your hands on your thigh bone. Press your thigh bones out a little bit and enjoy the way it feels to breathe easily. So good. Relax your back now. You don't need to tense the hips or the lower back. And with your next inhale, bring your knees together. Roll the knees to the right. Move your hips to the left. Lifting the head. Roll over to the right side. Make one of the blocks off the mat. The other one be like a pillow. Go and rest your head on the block. Resting on the right side. Just enjoy doing nothing. And it's funny, when we have the block behind us like that, even when we exit the pose, we feel the block in our upper back. So breathe deeply. Inhale and exhale. Nice. And just relax for right now. Notice the sensations in the body, especially your back. Your whole body maybe has changed. It just feels so much different right now. And because of the breath and the blocks and the intention, and you're just a different person already. And whenever you're ready, slow and easily, come on up. You can keep the eyes closed for a minute. Once you sit however. Feel your backs, feel the shoulders. And now I want to ask you to keep the eyes open, blocks off the mat. Go ahead and turn sideways, and so that you have the whole length of the mat to use. Put your feet in front of you. Take your hands behind you. Fingers face away from the body. So put your hands behind you. Bend your elbows. If your wrists are sensitive, make sure that you bend your elbows a little bit. Keep your weights on your buttocks, your legs, and now press into the heels of your hands. Squeeze those triceps and lift the chest. Breathing into the belly, releasing. So keep breathing into the chest and releasing. Strengthening those arms. If you like, you can even open those feet much wider. Open the knees out, like drop the knees out. Keep the chest open and move your tailbone back. So try your best to diminish and release the curve in your lower back. So very, very part of your lower back is not rounded at all. And your belly's lifting, your hips moving back, and lifting the chest. Otherwise, extending and strengthening, elongating the muscles on your belly area. The lower abdomen all the way to your chest. So there's a openness everywhere in the frontal body. Take one more breath. And that's enough. Bring your hands forward. Put your soles of your feet together and go forward. See if you can touch your feet. If not, just grab your ankles. As you forward fold, you can round the back, releasing the head. Keep the back exposed, elongated, rounded. So all the muscles alongside your spine are really, really lengthy. Breathe into this. Now bring yourself back and bring yourselves on your tabletop. So bring yourselves on hands and knees and spread your fingers wide. Put your hands mat width apart. Curl the toes under. Push your hips back and back. And here is a good opportunity for you to pay attention to your feet alignment. So when your toes are curled under, most of people want to turn their heels out because when you go back, there is tension and tightness in the back of the heels, and therefore subconsciously we just turn our heels outwardly, but you want your heels to be together. So as you bring, or parallel anyway, as you bring yourself back, think about focusing on pressing into the big toe mound, the big toe getting a bigger stretch, and then the feet are arched, and walking the hands away, keep pushing the hips back and back and back. So feel this elongation alongside the spine, the side body. Now, crawl the hands over to the right side of the mat and move your hips to the left side. And your feet may not be parallel at this time, and that's okay. You are focused on feeling the left side of the body open. So breathe into the left side of the body. The left rib cage has a lot of room to open. Yummy, yummy. Breathe into this. Under the arms and all. Come back to the center. Move your hips back. Move your heels back. And then crawl your hands to the left side. Shift your hips to the right. And feel that expansion in the right rib area. Right side of the body. Breathe deeply, everybody. I know your toes are like, already then, but the toes really need these stretches. So hang in there with me, just one or two more breaths. So good. Elbows are off the floor because you're really stretching the side body. The arms are activated. They're very strengthened. Come back to the center. Lift your hips off the floor. Let's do some cat-cow. So lift the buttocks, lift the chest. Now you can press into the tops of the feet. Put your wrist under your shoulders. Put your knees under your hips. Lift your buttocks, lift the chest, lift the belly. Arms are nice and straight. Exhale, tuck that tailbone. Drop your buttocks. Drop your chin to the chest. And then again, inhale, lift up. And exhale, drop your chin to the chest. And really stretch the muscles on your back. Do that again on your own. Close your eyes. And keep moving the spine back and forth. And then from here, you can push back into your child pose and open your knees wide. Put the forehead on the floor and keep your arms in front of you with your elbows alongside the mat. And completely at rest. Your shoulders, your hands, wrists, elbows. Breathe into the lower abdomen, releasing all the way. Let all your thinking mind just melt into the energy of the breath. Good job. So good. Now bring your hands back towards the knees. Move your hips side to side. Moving your hips side to side. Again, strengthen those arms, keeping the chest nice and open. As you move your hips side to side, maybe now you can make some circles. You can put your hands over your knees. I'm going to face you. You can sit on your heels. But if you have something going on with your feet, your ankles, feel free to cross your legs and sit flat on your sit bones. And as you make circles, think about your pelvis making a 360. Breathing in and breathing out. Like you're churning and you're, stirring a bowl of soup. You're making soup for your family. You're just making a nice 360 stir in the pot. And now let's go the other direction. Inhale, begin your circle. Exhale, squeeze the abdomen and let go of all the breath. Inhale, new circle. Exhale, finish it up. My arms are really active because I want to build upper body strength. So I'm pressing the heels of my hands into my thighs, letting go of all tension along the spine, strengthening all the muscles in my core by doing these movements. Exhale all the way, release. Now sit on your sit bones. Stretch your legs out. Let's go do the right leg. And now the left leg. And I totally forgot to say, but I hope that you saw that I was going to use the strap. So every class, I will pretty much need you all to have all of your props nearby because you never know, right? And then so put your straps around your feet. If you don't have a strap, that's perfectly okay. And you can definitely use your body by itself, or you can just put your fingers on your toes. So, or if you have for next time, if you don't have a strap, but maybe you think of like a rope or like an old tie, you can use. So as you put your strap around your feet, begin to take a step back with each hip. And as you sit here, it's not how much you open the legs for right now. Let's just find that nice tall spine. So pulling on the strap, you want to keep the spine really tall. I'm going to actually change angles just so you can see what I am trying to explain, because when you see it, it's better. So when you sit, I don't want you to round your backs like this. If this is happening, you need to pull on the strap and bend your knees. You see how I bend my knees? My back is corrected. But if you straighten your legs and your backs are rounded, then you have to bend your knees, okay? And then pull on for the safety of your back and your hips. So flex your feet. That means you arch your feet. And the strap is inside the arch of your feet, where the arch and the heel meet, and curl the toes, pulling on the strap, pull and turn your biceps up towards the ceiling. So if your knuckles hurt, I know some of us, you can wrap it around your wrist or around your wrist, and then just hold the strap in between the web of your index and your thumbs, okay? So your strap is around your wrist, and just a little bit of the strap you're holding between your index and your thumbs, okay? So it'll take a minute, but you get it. And then so here, biceps are really working hard, your chest is lifted, shoulders are down, and now as you stay here, begin to squeeze your legs into the floor. We want our thigh muscles to be really active. We want the bottom of the legs, the calves and the hamstrings to press into the floor, and we want to really press our feet into the strap to fire up all the muscles in our core, which means our whole body. And now inhale, squeeze the abdomen and contract the ribs, and as if you someone strong standing behind you, like pressing your ribs together, tighten, and then relax and release. And before your hands come off, so I was cutting off circulation in my wrist, and so let go of that. I know, right? I love my own sense of humor too. And and then bend your knees, put your feet together, forward fold, and now your legs should feel different and warmed up some, and we are going to use them again do the same thing on our backs. It's so much easier on our back, and so that we feel strong and balanced. Want to distribute the energy evenly through the body. So now I'm going to ask you to keep the strap nearby and lie back on your back. If you like, you can also have a blanket under your head, something thin, nothing thick under your head. Okay, I believe you can see me, but just to make sure, I just wanted to tweak. Okay, so lying on your backs. By the way, if you have back issues or tender backs, roll all the way to one side of the body, then you roll back on your back, okay? So whenever you're on your back, get yourself some fun, enjoyable movement in your whole body. Maybe opposite stretch. Straighten both legs. Reach the arms above your head. Reach, like left arm, left leg, move away, pull out. Reach, and then the right leg and the right arm reach up and away, opposite direction. And then both legs and both arms moving the opposite direction. Keep breathing normally and squeeze the abdomen, reach, and then bring the arms alongside you. Bend your knees one by one. Open your feet as wide or even wider than your mats. Release your arms alongside you like a T, and then drop both knees to the right. And slowly exhale to the center, over to the left. Inhale back to the center. Exhale over to the right. Inhale center. Exhale over to the left. Back to the center. And roll over to the right. Back to the center. Inhale. Exhale, go to the left. When your legs are in the center, maybe now you want to keep the lower back on the floor, not fixed, but don't lift your buttocks off the floor, okay? So lift your belly, lift the rib cage as if you were a 2-year-old having a temper tantrum. So the abdomen stick out and just like big fat, big belly. Exhale, go squeeze your abdomen, buttocks, and your legs, and firmly press your back into the mat. Squeeze the muscles in your legs, feet, buttocks, abdomen. Exhale all the way. Inhale, switch. Move your belly button up, curve your spine. And exhale, squeeze and press down and release the breath out. Couple more times. Those are like cat cows. And now, if you want to, let's go ahead and reach the arms above your head. Drop both knees to the left and reach the arms to the right. Come back to the center and go over to the opposite direction. If you like to do a few more, go right ahead. Otherwise, bring your arms alongside you and just rest. Keep the elbows bent this time. Fingers touching the clothing of your body, in your belly. Relax the chest and the heart. Feel the breath move the belly up and down. Now that everybody finished 3 times, maybe over to the opposite stretches with the knees dropping side to side, the arms. Let us all bring our right knees into the chest. Rotate that ankle. Other direction, and then flex and point your foot. And then keep that knee into the chest. Squeeze it into the belly. Straighten the left leg all the way on the floor with both feet flexed. So notice how you can easily breathe into the left rib area. Because the right side, your right knee is into the right ribs, right? So you can barely breathe on the right side. Enjoy that funny way that it feels to breathe into the left ribs. Are your shoulders shrugging up? Make sure you slide your shoulders down on your back. and keep the head and the neck relaxed. And that's good. Bend your left knee again. Letting go of the right knee, but keep it just as bent as you have it. Make a couple of circles with the whole right leg. And to the right, maybe a couple of circles to the other direction. What I love about these circles is that it massages on my back so nicely. It's like having a nice, soft, flat foam roller, you know? And when your leg is in the center, this is where you reach for your strap. Slip the strap on your right foot, take your right leg up, and then put your head back down on the floor. And let's get comfortable with our shoulders. Now, listen up. The right leg doesn't have to be like close to the chest. It can be actually closer to the floor if you need it to be. The idea is for you to really, really pay attention and allow the leg to become strong and straight. So you got to use the foot, okay? So flex your foot, curl the toes towards your knees. Let the leg go as far away as it needs to so that you can take easy breaths. So the breathing has to be easy and free and comfortable. At the same time, you're stretching the right hamstrings. Who, what, when, or whatever you hold the strap, it's up to you. But I want to encourage you to not shrug your shoulders and not to just restrict your own breathing. So there is a curve that needs to happen in your spine so that the breath can be free. I'm holding either ends of the strap. So good. Now we want to add to this. We want to take the leg over the other leg, like cross our midline. I say just take it over the midline a few inches because I know. You can, absolutely you can. If you want to, you can take the leg all the way to the left, make it a rotation, but keep the shoulder blades on the floor. And you can also do this. But my concern is that we haven't warmed up, really. Our bodies, our spines are still like kind of sleepy. And so just go over a little bit. I want to encourage you to target the outer thigh, not so much the rotation. But the body will tell you. If you want to go all the way down to the floor, hey, do it, man. But if you want to just stretch the outer thigh for right now, go 3-4 inches so that the breath is free. And guess what? You don't have to tighten and tense your butt and lift the hips off the floor. Just drop your hips. Drop the pelvic area and squeeze that leg straight. Hold it. So whatever you chose to do, if you wanted to do a rotation and a deep outer thigh stretch, hey, fine. When ready, everybody come back to the first pose. And now somehow give the strap to the same hand that holds the strap or hold on to the leg. And so I got the strap on my right leg. I'm going to slowly take it to the right side of my body. But guess what? My left lower back has to remain on the floor so that I may be safe in this posture. I have my right upper arm on the floor. So it makes a nice platform, a tabletop for me to stretch my inner thigh, my hamstring, strengthen the quadriceps. And you know what? My right arm, my abdominals working. My left foot is pressing into the floor, like acting like a grounding force for my right side of the body to strengthen safely. So create that for yourself without clenching your teeth or shrugging your shoulders or scrunching your face or anything like that. So feel that yummy opening in the hips, mindful, so good. And then about now, bend that leg, come on back to the center, straighten that leg, put the strap somewhere, reach those arms overhead. Sigh, Knees bent, open your legs wide, drop your knees side to side, stretching the quadriceps by pressing the upper knee to the floor more. And then when you come back to the center, lift both feet off the floor, make some circles with both knees. Massage your lower back. Good job. Strengthen the abdomen. Keep breathing. Don't hold your breath. Go the other direction. Give your brain a chance to balance itself out both directions. And then hug both knees into your chest. If you want to keep the head on the floor, that's fine. But you can lift your head, neck, shoulder blades, shoulders off the floor. Squeeze yourselves into a ball. Rock side to side. And then go ahead and head on the floor. Take both legs up towards the sky. Reach the arms above your head. This is the waterfall pose. Stay for a little bit. And then bend your knees one by one. Put your right foot on the floor. Hug your left knee into the chest. Rotate the ankle. Breathe easily. Rotate the other way. Flex and point your foot. Now squeeze the left knee into the chest. Flex your left foot. Straighten the right leg all the way on the floor with your right foot flexed. Breathe here. If your body became lopsided, come back and even it all out. We are moving the body meditatively. So be conscious, because your relationship with your body is the foundation of the relationship that you have with your mind, your other people in your life, and with the whole world. We are in relationship with everything. So if you're doing poses carelessly, that is an indication of that your lack of awareness and consciousness towards your own body. So stay conscious here. Bend your right knee as you let go of the leg. We're not judging. We're just, as a matter of factly, and that's just the science of yoga, the consciousness, the awareness. So pay attention, circling that leg around, slow and easy. Relax your shoulders and then circle the other direction. So stay present. And then when you're ready, the leg wants to straighten, but you also want to put a strap around your left foot. If you have it, if not, that's fine. You can just straighten it by itself. Use your arms to hold it. So go here and let's become conscious of this leg and how we are in relationship with it. So if you're like forcing it to come into the body and you're like shrugging your shoulders and like forcing and your chin is sticking up, no. Let's be easy and gentle. Think about alignment. Think about loving that body. Let the leg go away from the body as much as it needs to so that your breath is easy and free. Going into the belly again, all right? And also shoulders are down and back. Your face is calm. The leg is active. Abdominals are active. Arms are active. Your body working, but you're not forcing anything. You're not straining. You're not punishing your body. Cross that leg a few inches or all the way to the floor. I'm all about doing little bitty movements today anyway. And as you feel the outer thigh stretch, drop your lower back. Breathe in, breathe out. Belly breathing. And then bend that leg and take it out to the outside of the body. And keep, so my left leg is extended out. My right lower back is definitely on the floor. Stay here. Good. Squeeze that thigh, stretch the hamstrings, the inner thighs. So if you're feeling the left leg being really heavy, that means it's not working hard enough for you. So squeeze that leg more, flex your foot, straighten it, use the abdomen, distribute the activity of your abdominals to the right lower belly, left lower belly, and breathe. Make sure there is a small curve in your lower back, but your abdominals and rib muscles are really gripping that area safely. And good. About now, bend your knee, come back to the center. Take your strap. I was going to say take it off, but don't. Go ahead and put both feet into the strap. Remember I said when we were sitting on our sit bones, our legs wide open in front of us and strap around it? We're doing it now really safely with gravity on our side. So go ahead and take a good look at the legs. Make sure your legs are straight and flexed. And if you want to bend your knees a little bit, that's perfectly okay. And just pull on the strap and press your feet into the strap and lengthen the abdominal muscles. Move your hips a little bit here and there to create a stretch, the little curve in your lower back. Look for that free, open, yummy breath. Now relax everything except your biceps, knuckles, holding the strap, but just relax the legs. And you can rock yourself, pull on the strap on either side of it. Relax the bottom, the lower back, the abdominal, everything. Legs are heavy, relaxed. And if you want, you can bring your feet in together and reach the arms above your head. Just barely hold on to the strap and relax everything. This is a beautiful waterfall pose. Imagine your legs becoming a beautiful waterfall. One more breath. Just hold. Let them relax. Let the legs be. And then when you're ready, slowly slip your feet off the strap to the floor. Place your straps beside you. And from here, go ahead and find your feet about 5-10 inches apart, very close to the bottom. Let's do a bridge pose because we need the even out, the back and the frontal body. And we want to open the chest a little more. Now press your palms into the mat alongside your body. Nothing under your head, by the way. Nothing under your feet, legs, or you're just lying flat on your back, on your mats. As you press into your palms, roll the shoulder blades down underneath you. Take a deep breath and release first. And then inhale, press into your feet. Squeeze your legs, press into your arms. Begin to lift your hips, ribs, and your chest off the floor. Lift your heels off the floor too. Lift, make a bridge from your spine. Definitely create a stretch in your neck, but don't lean on your head, for heaven's sakes. Just lift your chest. Think about the heart. Think about your loved ones, all those people that you're working so hard for. Think of them. Fill your hearts with love for them. Exhale, reach that love out. Send it to them. Each exhaling breath, sending massive amounts of love from your sacred heart to them. Relax the lower jaw. Take one more deep breath. Squeeze your butt. Squeeze your abdomen. Lift, lift. And now slowly come back down. Bring your upper back, middle back, lower back down to the floor. Feet on the floor. Open your arms like a T. Put your knees together. Slide your feet apart. And relax and let go. Just relax for a minute. Do nothing. Just hold your body still. So good. And now roll yourself over to your belly. Just one more posture and then Shavasana time. And when you are ready, lie on your belly, slow and easy. And whenever you're on your abdomen, open your legs a little wider than hip width apart and have your hands in front of you on the mat, elbows toward your ribs. And as you press into your palms, like you want to rip the mat apart, you want to squeeze and scrunch your fingers into the mat and pulling that action, and keep your legs and your hips off the floor, but lift your abdomen, your ribs, and your chest off the floor. Your chest and the sacred heart is open, and breathing in, breathing out, working very hard to lengthen the spine and activate the abdomen, arms. You can bring your elbows closer to your ribs, and then down you go, relaxing, doing nothing. Put your forehead on your hands and just relax. As you breathe in and expand your belly, the rib cage in your chest and your back. Exhale, contract. When you're ready, lift your feet up, hands alongside you, push back into the child pose. The forehead on the floor, forearms on the floor, elbows on the floor, relax. Open your knees as wide as you need to feel that breath flowing easily in and out. And at your own pace, prepare for your Shavasana. In the Shavasana, if you like, I want to suggest that you place the blocks under your bolster. Actually, just one block under the bolster is perfect. Just take a flat one under the bolster, put the bolster on top, and turn away and place your lower back against the bolster, rolling back. If you have a blanket, place it under your head, and then stretch your legs out. And here the chest remains open. And this might be the wonderful Shavasana. And cover your eyes with your eye pillows and let your whole body feel relaxed and comfortable. Now, always keep in mind that your body it's very unique and different from everybody else's body. So it's not the pose that's important, that matters. It's your body. So getting yourself super comfortable is a choice I want to ask you to make. So take your time. If your shoulders are achy, maybe you want to be flat on the floor. If your back hurts, you may want to just ditch the bolster and be flat on the floor, or maybe just place a blanket under your lower back. Put the bolster under your legs instead. So check in with your body. If there's another posture that your body is craving for, take your time, adapt to the body, respond to it, love on it, care about it, nurture it. And when you're ready, then you just rest in your relaxation pose to really feel the second half of the postures. So it is in order to really feel the aftermath and the effects and the benefits, the messages from the body. So you have been attending to the body, giving it stuff, giving it attention, giving it breath, giving it movements, stretching it, feeling it, listening to it, all of that. Now the body is going to answer you back. Does it make sense? Now you got to be very still to feel that. Otherwise, we're going to miss the messages that the body is wanting to want us to know. So find yourself in that type of a posture that you can be still and that you can be, very, very quiet in. I'm going to play the singing bowl, but I don't know if you can even hear it. But let me take the AirPods off. Let me see. I will. Let your whole body relax into the earth. Just resting on Mother Earth's laps. Being still. And just letting the body breathe for itself. Letting the body to just breathe for itself. If thoughts come, when thoughts come, think about focusing on how it feels to be in your body, to be inside of your body. Feel your feet, your ankles, your thighs for just a moment. And let your feet and ankles relax, heavy. Now think about your legs, your thighs, knees, your hips, and your lower back. And then let your legs and hips to relax. Heavy, sinking into the floor. Now take your mind and feel your belly, the back, the spine, the chest. Feel the upper part of the body heavy, responding to your willingness to relax, to be heavy, to just be. And then do that a couple of more times. Just run your awareness. Keep your awareness on your chest, your abdomen, your spine, your back. How does it feel? Now feel your shoulders, your arms, your palms. Let your arms and shoulders relax. If there's any tension in your shoulders, your arms and hands, just relax. Sometimes we keep our palms stretched out and fingers attentive. Just make a gentle fist and then release and let go. Relaxing the palms and the fingers. And now bring your attention to the throat, your neck, your skull, your head, face, back of the head, top of the head. Inhale and exhale. Now keep your whole body into your awareness. And now bring your attention to the chest area, to the heart. As if you could go inside of the heart, into the chest cavity. Go inside the opening under the chest, inside the heart. Feel the chambers of the heart. Feel the valves, the veins, the arteries in the heart, all that blood pumping. Breathe into the heart and releasing. Now, if you could rise above, even though you're inside of the heart, but looking at the entire energy field in the heart. Visualize as if you had doors in the front of your hearts. Open them. Open the doors in the front of your heart. Let light and sky to shine through. Let the sun flow through the heart in the front door. Now open the back doors of your heart, your whole upper back. Open the doors in the back of your hearts. So use your breath to create a side doors, a side to the right and left. Both doors open now. Open the side doors of the heart. Now open the top of the heart. There's like sky windows, the skylights or whatever you call them. The windows that open to the sky. Open them up. Like totally open them up. Let sunlight flow into the heart. And then, of course, the bottom of your hearts. Open the bottom chambers and the doors of your heart. Now, slip your right hand over the heart, left hand on top. Bless your own heart. Breathe the sunlight through the top of your head. Bring that light to the head, to the neck, to the throat, to your shoulders, arms, into your hands. Infuse the light into the heart. The fresh air, the sky, the clouds, the space in the universe, the sky, the moonlight. All the light and the space and the love in this universe. Flow it into the heart and bless your own hearts. Decide for today. You will protect your heart by having your hands over the heart, metaphorically or literally. You will have a vest over your heart for protection, but the sacred heart remains open. With every interaction that you will have, you will enter it with the sacred heart open. Take a deep breath in. Exhale all the breath with a sigh. And now massage and rub your heart. When ready, bring your knees into your chest. Roll side to side. And then roll over to the right side with your eyes closed. Resting on the right side for a moment. Feel the safety of the heart remaining open. That you are using your discernment, your equipment, your tools to protect your heart. But your heart in so many ways, it's wide open, filled with love, light, compassion, understanding, joy, and peace. When you meet yourself, when you meet others. But what others say to you, their actions, their words will remain on the shelves on your shoulders before you filter them through your mind. Then you will discern of what goes into the heart and what stays out, like that. In that way, you are protected and safe, and it's perfectly okay to keep your sacred hearts open. When you're ready, use the strength of your upper hand to press up into a seated pose, maybe with your eyes closed. Whenever you're upright, sit in a comfortable way, and shoulders roll up and back and down. Slip your hands in a prayer pose by your heart. Give thanks to your own self for your hard work, your practice of yoga. Give thanks to the yoga gurus that brought yoga to the world, to us, all those people responsible in our whole lineage to bring us the yoga that we have today. Give thanks to the divine for giving you this life. Give thanks to your soul for trusting you with this body. Give thanks to your body for allowing you to experience yourself on these earthly planes. Give thanks for one another to have kept us all uplifted on our practice of yoga. Give thanks to the Father Sky, to the planets, to the clouds in the space, the sky, the moon, the sun, all of the planets, the stars, the solar plexus, the solar system, the galaxy, the whole universe, for protecting us, bringing us all that loving energy, protective energy. And Mother Earth herself, giving us all the life-giving energies, the nurturing. And the Divine Mother, life itself, to steer us in the right direction, whether we know it or not, to be guided in life. She has always kept us in her womb, under her love and nurturing, smiling upon us no matter how bad we were having our temper tantrums and our rage. She knows we will come around soon. So she loves even more all the time as we go. So give thanks to your own heart. Put your hands over the heart, take a deep breath into the heart, and release. And last but not least, give thanks to your animal kingdom, to all the animals around you, the squirrels, your pets, your dogs and cats and birds and whatever kind of pets you have. The birds around your home, everywhere you go, the deers, if you have them around, all the animals around you, the spiders, all of them. They keep our ecosystem healthy, the bees. Deeply bow to yourself. The love and light within me honors the love and light within you. My sacred heart greets the sacred heart within you. In that way, we're all one. Namaste. May you always be willing to listen to your soul, to Divine Mother, to know which path to continue on. Namaste. Jai Bhagwan. Until next time. Take a deep breath and release. Open your eyes. Come back when you're ready. And know that I am so grateful and honored that you are with me here on your yoga mats, sharing the journey with me. Thank you again. I have tweaked the schedule for this summer to be meeting every morning from Monday through Friday, 9 o'clock in the morning, instead of this other old schedule. Tuesday, Thursday mornings are chair yoga. We tap, we breathe, we do yoga nidra, meditate, and have a wonderful time with each other in a nurturing way, attending to our body, mind, and spirits. So join me, pass word around for us. Think about gift certificates to treat your loved ones with a month or two or whatever of yoga classes with me, or a private session online or whatnot. So contact me if you have any questions. Know that I love you. I appreciate you so much. Until next time. Okay.